Hi everyone, I'm Anak Pal, the Content and Communications Lead at Vested. Today, I have with me Viral Shah, who looks after analytics and growth at Vested and is also an avid investor. In today's video, we will discuss how to read and understand stock charts. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button to get access to our latest videos on US stock investing. Okay, now let's get started. Viral, could you please tell us when you started learning stock charts and taking an interest in them?
Sure. Anand. See, my first job was as a market analyst when I started trading in commodities. While doing that job, I started learning about investing and also developed an interest in analyzing the stock charts. Over time, I understood about different types of stock charts like line chart, candlestick charts, and so on, and also learned different strategies and indicators. And I had experience in trading using my learning. Since then, I developed a fascination of reading and analyzing the stock charts, and it has been a great learning experience for me.
Thanks, Viral, which brings me to my next question. How would you introduce our viewers to reading and understanding stock charts? Also, what are some of the important concepts one needs to understand?
See, when we discuss reading and understanding stock charts, we need to understand the two concepts first: technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is a study about how a company is performing, while technical analysis is a study of how investors and traders think that company is performing. So, in other words, fundamental analysis is the study of finances and policies of the company, while technical analysis is the study of the psychology of investors and traders. Now, stock charts are basically the graphical representation of the price activity and volume activity, while technical analysis is basically identifying trading opportunities by analyzing statistical trends and graphical patterns on these charts. So, in other words, just like any other science, technical analysis is the study of patterns which helps in predicting the price movements.
Okay, now that we know what's meant by fundamental analysis and technical analysis, can you please explain why it's important to read and understand stock charts?
Sure. While investments are made due to fundamentals of a company, it is often a lagging indicator for a retail investor because they cannot know the ongoing changes in the company's financials and the policies. But these sudden changes in the company's fundamentals are reflected in its price. So, in such a market, technical analysis is an additional study which provides the investor an additional data point for entry and exit into a particular asset.
Okay, could you tell us what are some of the important elements in a stock chart that one needs to understand?
See, technical analysis is a very broad topic. It is majorly used to gauge momentum of the price. So, to put simply, price and volume are the two most important details that governs the movement of a stock. Price action, which refers to how the price is moving, has various patterns which have been observed by the traders in the past, and also a lot of mathematicians have come up with the studies to determine the strength and weakness of the price movement. These patterns and studies can help investors to understand and predict the price trend of a stock.
Thank you, Viral. Can you please explain the above with an example?
Sure, let me just share my screen. Now, this chart is a candlestick chart which is widely used to do technical analysis. On x-axis, we have the time and volume, while on y-axis, we have the price. Now, this particular chart is of Apple in a daily time frame, which means each candle represents the price movement on a particular day. Now, looking at this candle, we see that it has 5 different parameters attached to it. Let's understand them one by one. First is high, which is high price of a stock. Second is low, which is a low price of a stock. Then open, which is opening price of a stock. And then close, which is a closing price of a stock. Then there is a volume below, which tells us how many shares were traded on that particular day. All these parameters taken together determine the price action, which tells us the underlying behavior of the investors in the stock, while volume tells us the intensity of that price action. And study of the patterns gives us the probability of the price direction.
That's a good example you shared. It gives us an idea of how to read a stock chart. Could you also tell us if there are any myths about technical analysis of stock charts which our readers need to be aware of?
Yes, the first myth is that technical analysis is only for traders. But the reality is that technical analysis can be a tool for anyone who wants to make an informed decision to invest in a stock. It is an additional data point that one should use while making decisions. According to me, a mix of technical and fundamental analysis works best. And the second myth is that technical analysis is a very large topic and you need to read and understand a lot. But the reality is that while the amount of learning material on technical analysis can be overwhelming, one doesn't need to read everything. And also, it is not possible to read everything. How much you need to know depends on how much indulgence you want the stock market. For normal retail investments, knowing basic price action is enough. And it gets easier once you start applying your learnings.
Okay, Viral, to round up, is there anything else that you would like to add for our viewers?
Yeah, Anna. I would suggest that you add technical analysis to your investing flavor and the results will be phenomenal. Also, it is advisable to take step-by-step learning approach to the technical analysis. Remember, it's not rocket science.
Thanks, Viral, for taking us through how to read and understand stock charts. If you have any further questions about stock charts, do leave them in the comments below. And finally, if you want to invest in the US stock markets directly from India, create an account with Vested. The link is in the description.
Thanks for watching. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get regular updates.